Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about how I developed my garden. So yeah, first of all, like I said in the last video, I cut down the weeds and then I used this lawnmower here, and then I just used these big scissors to help cut through. There is bogleweed, I think that's what they call it. It kind of wraps around each other, so I had to trim through it. I was gonna get someone to come in, but around those times when I first moved into my house, I was really stressed out, and someone had mentioned to me that gardening was quite therapeutic, so I thought, let me just do this. Even though it looks like an epic mess, I can do something about this. So I just used it as a challenge. Also, I wanted to use the getting the garden together as a motivational as well for myself. I had a lot of like neighbours coming over and kind of like being a little bit suspicious about what I was doing because the garden was left in a complete tip. My neighbour sent me some pictures. I'll show you it next. Look, so far moved in. So when I came in, they had just moved everything out of the garden, and then all that was left was just weeds that grow and turn into trees. I had a lot of neighbours from literally down the road coming to my house to ask me what I was thinking to do, and can they use my garden as a, what are those things called? Allotment. And I told my mum, and she was like, that's a bit cheeky. That's how bad the garden looked. People wanted to come in and use it as a space to grow their veg. That's a bit rude. So when my mum said, no Becky, that's rude. Obviously I've never had a garden before. I never had my own like proper space. For me it was kind of like, yeah, sure. You know, I didn't think anything of it, but she brought it to my attention that that's really rude. Also I had neighbours from literally 3 roads away coming and giving me their own objectives of how my garden should be, so that was kind of like a little bit of a microaggression. I always take microaggressions and turn it into something positive because yeah, you always have to turn a negative into a positive, otherwise you'll just be better. So I just used all the little microaggressions about how disgusting my garden looked and all this stuff, and I turned it into, okay, cool, what should I finish this? It's gonna look banging. Oh, I did have one amazing neighbour who lives across from me. See, there's me again with these words. Across from me. She came over and gave me gardening books. She gave me advice. She told me about the type of weeds I was dealing with. She was curious to know what I was gonna do. She was super excited. That was really encouraging. And so she kind of like guided me, and she was telling me about shapes. It's good to have, you know, parallels and stuff like that. And I was just like, ah, beautiful lady. I'm not gonna say her name because I don't know if she might be watching and she might be too shy for me to say her name, so I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, it was really nice of her to come over and give me encouragement. So it was so nice because she could see me just cutting through, and I was really, the one thing I loved about her was that she wasn't judging me like, are you really gonna touch that? She was actually like, you can do this, girl power, and that was like a push for me. So I got to a point where when I was doing the garden, there was so much stones, and I physically was just drained by clearing, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just gonna get people in now. This may sound extra, but I don't care. I heard God say, just keep going. Like, you never know what could happen. You never know what it could turn out to be. So I just kept going, and I pushed myself to get it done, and now it looks beautiful. So yeah, just saying that to say that if you start something and it doesn't seem like it's going right, but it looks better than how it started at the beginning, then just keep going, because then you never know what could happen. In the garden there was these 2 random trees that were just in the middle, and it just looked so weird, and I was just like, at first I was gonna keep them because I was like, maybe I could like, this is me, the way I think about stuff when things look bad. I always think I can make this look good. I could probably get some like tree lights, you know, the ones that hang, and then I could decor it with like outside decor, and just make it somewhere for the birds to come and eat. But again, the neighbor, she's like, clear the space, you know, she's like just feel the vibrations, like just move everything and just start fresh. And I was like, yeah, let me do that. So yeah, I got those two tree weeds taken down. You know what, let me move them and see what happens. And first one went, and it wasn't really a tree, it was more of like a dead weed that was just standing. It was so weird. And then there was another tree which a couple of weeks later I had moved, and that one, it was like a proper stomp in the ground, and they had to cut it and chop it up and dig it out. And I was just like, wow, like this is a lot. And the man had his chainsaw going through it, and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, those trees got moved, and then I saw the capacity of the garden, and it was just like, wow, this is actually an amazing canvas. So yeah, it gave me more of an idea of what I could do next. And then I thought maybe I could get some this is the mad part, I got grass seeds yeah, and I was like, once I had all cleared all the stones, everything, oh my god, the bottles that I found in the ground, the t-shirt, the slippers, all kinds of things I was finding, yeah. Once all that stuff was moved, I then tried to level the ground with like a spade and the rake. And it was a lot. And there was this one point, there was a hill at the back of the garden, so I had to like, I was literally going out every Saturday. I'll go outside and I was just digging it down. This is a mess, moving it. Wow. You know, even when I'm talking about this, it's making me think about the process. You know, like sometimes in life here, you're in a process of going to the next level, and it can be so hard. Like the hill, literally, there was so much inside of it. There was weeds in there. It would look like he was trying to, the person that was here, God rest his soul, because apparently he died. It looked like he was building a mountain because it was so high. And I had family over at one point, and the kids were running over it, and I was thinking, oh, that is just not the vision I have for this place. I want these kids to come out here and be safe. Because there was all time of sign. There was even glass in there. I was like, what is he saving all this stuff for? But anyway, I moved it all and I leveled it. Then I got the seeds and I was putting it all over the ground. And then it's so important to do your research, yeah? I went and put the seeds all over the place. One morning I woke up, opened my kitchen window, yeah? Why am I seeing birds flying from Australia, yeah? I see all type of somethings, yeah? And especially them pigeons, yeah, just having a feast. And I'm thinking, what are they eating? Are they eating the worms? So I was like, oh, you know, like I'm looking out the window like, but then I realized they've actually come to have a feast on this, the grass seeds. So I was like, oh my god, Becky, really, babes? And then this lovely man that I see walking, he's always cleaning the area, so cute. He came and he was like, yeah, you're not meant to do that. And I was like, shame. But yeah, then that was that. And then what happened after that? Then I just got to the point where it was just blank canvas for a long time. There was still another hill on this side. The hill that was at the back, I managed to flatten it. And then the grass started growing through it, and then it was all patchy, and then my neighbors were mocking me. Anyway, yeah, I thought one day, yeah, do you know what, I'm gonna actually fix this, I'm gonna get this together. I had to probably come forward to tell you guys this. Yeah, I was like, alright, I'm gonna fix this. So I managed to fix the patch a little bit, so I got more seeds and then I covered it with soil, because that's what you're meant to do. Put the seeds down and then get the soil to cover it from the birds, and then it started to grow back. But then it was just still looking like, but yeah, that's I'm only gonna tell you guys this part. I hope that you guys can see what I've been doing, because I've presented some pictures and videos along the way of this chat. But yeah, I really used it as a tool to get myself motivated and get myself doing something other than singing, working, and reading 1,000 books. Yeah, that was really cool. But yeah, I'll be back again with part 2 of the garden journey. I'll be talking about who I've had help come and get involved, and who also donated some stuff, which was really nice as well. I'll be talking about that in my next video. This video is part 1 of my garden journey, and I hope that you guys enjoyed my chat, the footage, and I hope it inspires you to keep going with your projects and stay positive no matter what the naysayers say, your brain is saying, some random is saying from down the street. Just go after what you want to do full force and don't let anything stop you. Lots of love and light from the Becky Effect. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah! Thank you so much for watching my videos. Make sure that you like, comment, share and subscribe for my next videos. The Becky Effect. See you soon.